You're the one everyone texts at 2 a.m. when their life is falling apart. The friend who never says no, the partner who anticipates needs before they're spoken, the child who learned to read a room before you could read a book. You've spent your whole life being the steady one, the capable one, the one who holds it all together. And somewhere deep down, you've started to believe that being needed is the only reason you deserve to be loved. When someone doesn't ask for your help, you feel invisible. When a partner becomes self-sufficient, you panic. When you finally sit down to rest, guilt floods in so fast you're back on your feet before you've even caught your breath. You've built an entire identity around fixing, soothing, anticipating, carrying, and the thought of stopping feels like disappearing. But what if the thing you call love was never love at all? Just the blueprint you were handed when you were too young to know the difference. This isn't a personality trait. This is a survival strategy you built when you had no other choice. Imagine a 7-year-old standing in the kitchen at midnight, making their parent a sandwich because no one else will. Not once, every night. That child learns something permanent. My needs come second. My job is to keep everyone else okay. That's what psychologists call parentification. It's what happens when the roles reverse, when a child becomes the emotional or practical caregiver for the adults who were supposed to care for them. You didn't choose it. It chose you. Maybe your parent was depressed, or overwhelmed, or absent in ways that had nothing to do with you. Maybe they leaned on you for comfort, or you learned that keeping the peace was the only way to feel safe. And so you became the little adult, the one who noticed when mom's voice changed, the one who made sure everyone else was okay before you even thought about yourself. And here's the part that breaks my heart. You were good at it. So good that everyone praised you for being mature, responsible, wise beyond your years. But no one asked what you gave up to become that. No one saw that every time you soothed someone else, you were burying a part of yourself that desperately needed to be soothed. You didn't grow up too fast. You were never allowed to grow up at all. And now, decades later, you're still standing in that kitchen at midnight, still making sandwiches, still convincing yourself that this is what love is. Here's what happened in your brain. When a child becomes the parent, caregiving gets wired directly into the reward system. Being needed doesn't just feel good, it feels like oxygen. Without it, you don't know who you are. This is what researchers call identity fusion. Your sense of self fuses with the role of caretaker so completely that the boundary disappears. You're not a person who helps, you are the help. And when no one needs you, it doesn't feel like freedom. It feels like erasure. The neuroscience backs this up. In codependency, the brain's dopamine pathways light up not when your own needs are met, but when you successfully anticipate and meet someone else's. You get a hit of relief every time you fix something, every time you're indispensable. It's not manipulation. It's not selfish. It's survival wiring that got installed when you were too young to consent to it. The Hungarian psychiatrist Ivan Boszoményi spent decades studying this. He found that parentified children carry what he called an invisible loyalty, a debt they believe they owe for existing. You're not helping because you want to, you're helping because you've internalized the belief that your existence is conditional, that you have to earn your place, that love is something you pay for in labor. And the cruelest part, the more you give, the emptier you feel, because the need you're trying to meet isn't theirs. It's the need you had as a child, the one that never got answered. You're not addicted to being needed. You're searching for the care you never received by giving it away. David was 34, a middle manager who couldn't figure out why every relationship ended the same way. He'd meet someone in crisis, emotionally unavailable, fresh out of a breakup, struggling with something heavy. He'd feel alive, needed. He'd give everything, his time, his emotional bandwidth, his weekends. He'd skip therapy to be their therapist. He'd cancel plans to be their anchor. And the moment they stabilized, the moment they didn't need him anymore, he'd feel a panic so sharp, he'd either pick a fight or disappear. He thought he was broken. He wasn't. He was just still trying to earn his worth the way he learned to as a kid, by being indispensable. When he finally let himself grieve the childhood he never got to have, something shifted. Not fixed, shifted. You aren't broken either. You were a child doing an adult's job, and you did it so well you forgot you were allowed to stop. But here's the truth you've been running from. Until you let yourself be cared for, you're still parenting the parent who couldn't parent you. You're still proving your worth to people who should have given you love for free. And every time you say yes when you mean no, every time you swallow your own needs to meet someone else's, you're telling that child inside you the same lie you were told, that you don't matter unless you're useful. You do matter. You always did. Not because of what you do, because of who you are. And it's time to let someone else hold you for once. You've earned it. You're still the one everyone texts at 2 a.m. But now you know, you were never the problem. You were a child who learned to love by giving everything away because that was the only way love ever showed up for you. Caretaking felt like love because it was the only love you ever knew. But real love doesn't require you to disappear. Real love doesn't ask you to earn it. Real love sees you even when you're not fixing, not soothing, not holding it all together. And until you let yourself be cared for, really cared for, without performing, without proving, without the weight of someone else's need, you're still parenting the parent who couldn't parent you. You're allowed to rest now. You're allowed to need. You're allowed to exist without being useful. It's time to let someone else hold you for once. You've earned it.